Welcome everybody to my channel. Today we are doing the dark sign of signs. Okay, someone had asked me to do this during the summertime, so I've decided to take it upon myself to go ahead and make it a Halloween special. Okay, everybody has a dark side. Okay, we don't all use that, but we do run across people with it. So I hope this makes those who asked for this happy. Okay, so getting straight into this, we are going to start with the fire signs. Okay, so the dark side of Aries. Aries is very strong, right? We know that. But Aries' problem is that Aries has this way of just out of the blue blowing up. Okay, and that's their dark side. Therefore, not only do they blow up, okay, out of the blue, it's like this fire ignited inside of them and they become this person you don't even know. Who's this person? Okay, and the other part of Aries then as they hit that dark side is the ultimate competitor. Being competitive is a good thing, but when you become the ultimate competitor to where you can never win anything and they're always right, then it becomes the dark side. So they are not good at dealing with failure. So once that starts happening, the hot-sidedness of them starts blowing up. Okay, so then of course their mouth goes and they become hot and then they become sore losers. Okay, so that was the dark side of Aries. Okay, going next to Leo. Of course, we've all met the beautiful Leo and their grace and elegance, right? But how about the dark side of Leo, where they become so arrogant, so egomatic, and so limelight that you can't breathe, okay? It's almost like they take all the air out of the room and it just kind of centers around Leo. Okay, so the attention-loving Leo. And not only that, a lot of times when they hit the dark side, they become so overly vain that they believe that no one is better than them. Okay, so they have this self-centered narcissistic side. So yes, the dark side of Leo is narcissism. Okay, they are better than you, they are prettier than you, and they know it. Okay, so everything goes to their head. Okay, so then they also have this kind of perfectionist thing because they become narcissistic that no one is more perfect than them. So the best friend for them would probably be the Virgo, okay, who's also a perfectionist, unless they're fighting, right? Who's more perfect? So going to next, we have the Sagittarius, who is different from them both, except they have one exceptional thing about them. It's kind of like Aries, and that is the challenge. Not the competitiveness so much, but the challenge. And the challenge is for spotlight, not limelighting. When they hit the dark side, they want to not only challenge themselves to do things that they know that they cannot do, but they're going to push every boundary and every limit to prove it right, not just to the world, but to themselves, which can be dangerous. So I would like to say that Sagittarius can be a kamikaze in their own way. They're the kind that is so adventurous and so challenging that they would challenge you to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge and you would be like, I don't know about that. And they'd say, I do, and let's do it. Okay, so they have no boundaries when it comes to winning. Okay, they will push every door open to win when it comes to that. So you can only imagine Aries and Sagittarius together could be a very hot situation. Lots of flames going around of who's going to win and who's not going to win. Okay, so they won't stop till they win. And when fighting, they're going to burn you to ashes because they also want to be right. So when arguing with them, they're going to push that point, push that point, push that point until they end up burning you up. Okay, so just remember that fire spark, beware. Okay, so getting straight into now I think we'll go straight from fire to air. So let's go straight to Libra. We have the dark side of Libra. We know that Libra is very balanced, likes to keep themselves balanced. This is where they feel comfortable. very giving, loving people. But when you run into someone who uses their dark side, okay, the scales may tip. And when these scales tip all the way down, we're going to have a dark side of Libra. So you can see Libra likes to be, I don't know, can you see my hands here? I'm not on camera much. Okay, so they like to keep their scales very up and down, up and down. That's normal. But then, Libra's not starting to feel very good. And then all of a sudden, the bottom is gone. They bottom out. Once that other scale pretty much hits the floor and the other one's straight up over their head, this is where they're going to literally be on the dark side. This is where the attitude change starts coming. This is where they're so indecisive that it's causing confusion. It's causing you to be confused. What's going on in your head, Libra? What are you doing? There's uncertainty. They're hesitating. They're fence sitting, and their moods are fluctuating all over the place, and they're just like a whirlwind, right? You can't keep up. It's like, oh, you're making me dizzy. The problem with this dark side is this is where the ultimate over-judgmental Libra comes into play. This is where they're not going to wait for Lady Justice to take her spot to come use karma for you. They want to take matters into their own hands. They want to play the judge, the jury, and Lady Karma. So if they feel attacked, they're going to literally attack you back, and you're going to make sure that you pay for it in the end. The dark side of Libra is revenge. So this could be the person who might slash your tires because you pissed them off. This is when they get too low and blow and go over here and you're like, ah, right? This is where you might end up finding that Libra who is going to cheat on you, who is going to lie to your face, who is going to do these vengeful things, might even be vengeful enough to go sleep with someone else just to piss you off, because they feel it's justified, because you made them mad. Okay, so, and not everybody hits these dark sides, you guys. Okay, so let's just make that very, very clear. But you always run into somebody who is like this. This is the point. Okay, so that is the point. This is the beware people have dark sides, right? Okay, so getting on to the next air sign over here. Let's go straight to, let's go to Aquarius. Okay, some have darker sides than others, right? But no matter what, they're all bad. Okay, so the dark side of Aquarius is the strange awkwardness. Right? What are you doing, Aquarius? You're acting kind of weird. You're acting kind of strange. What are you doing? Okay, so this dark side is not just the icy cold that we're used to, not the kind that just won't talk to me, not just the silver tongue that you're so used to cutting you in half, right, with their sword, being sworded with the tongue. It's not that, right? That's pretty normal, okay? That's pretty normal when they're pissed off. That's just normal pissed. I'm pissed off, I'm Aquarius. No. The dark side is when all of a sudden they're playing victim and everybody is out to get them. They did nothing wrong. They could never do anything wrong. Even if they did something wrong, it was somebody else's fault and they're coming to get me. They're after me. They don't want me to be happy. It's them. It's never me. I didn't do anything, so therefore they can't own up to their mistakes. And the tempers start flying, and it's not just cold. This is like hot heat, hot air, right? This is hot air. Okay, so, and this is when attitudes fly, and this, it's almost like this air is on fire. It's like dragon air, breath coming at you. Yeah, and this is a bad thing. Because it's a roller coaster of emotions that Aquarius goes through. Okay, and of course they are going to wear this crown of ego that says, No one can touch me because I didn't do anything wrong. Now, we know Aquarius always has a crown, okay? But this one, you don't want that one, okay? This one is full of hurtful words and hot air coming at you, okay? This hot air is like steam that can burn you from the kettle that you have, right? That's making hot water on the stove. Okay, so next, talking about silver tonguing, let's go straight to Gemini. Yeah, we know about Gemini's silver tongue, right? Okay, gonna get sorted over here. This is gonna be more like glasses of, like shards of glass coming at you, right? Okay, so Gemini, they can be a little unstable. That's natural for them, okay? Everybody has their own goods and bads. That's nothing, okay? They have twins. One's good, one's a little bad, one's stable, one's not, right? Normal, that's cool. That's, you know, that's our little Gemini. Love them. Yet, when the awesomeness turns dark, right? Then they become super over indecisive. And you got to think, Gemini's already indecisive, you know? They already have this thing, you know, where they're kind of like, I don't know, what do you want to eat, right? But then it becomes so indecisive that they start contradicting everything they're saying. Okay, so here comes the darkness. They become so overwhelming that they start overwhelming you, getting you confused, and you start asking yourself, what are you even talking about? You just said you were going to do this, and now you're doing that. No, I didn't say I was going to do that. I said I was going to do this. Okay, Gemini. But the ultimate darkness is when they are mad, when they are pissed, when things are going not so well, they're taking you down with them. So you want to have all of this and you want to do all that, and they feel like they're losing out on this and that. They're taking you down because they are the sign of misery loves company. Okay, so when they're miserable, they're going to make sure that everybody around them is miserable. Okay, so be careful of that. Okay. All right. So that was your air signs. So we got fire in the air, so going straight to the water. We're going to leave the earth signs last. Okay. So going straight to water. Which water should we go to first? Let's start with the charming Scorpio. Love those scorpions until they sting us, right? Okay, here's that problem. Anybody who's dealt with the Scorpio, even you Scorpios, know you have a little jealousy. Okay? Unless you totally have something inside of you that makes you not, but I haven't really met a Scorpio that's not jealous. Or you become jealous. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so here we go. Something really has to trigger this, though. This isn't just I get jealous over nothing. Okay, this has to be super triggered. Something that really, like, you know. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Everything's going good. Everything's gentle. Everything's sweet. Scorpio's kind of doing themselves like Scorpio always does. They kind of hide out. They do what they do. Scorpio, they're either total inverts, you know, or they're totally extroverts. Okay, it's either one or the other. There's no way around it, right? But when it gets dark, right? And I'm not just talking about, you know, the little depression that they go through and those types of things. I'm talking about the ultimate manipulator here. Okay, everything just stopped, right? Yeah, okay, ultimate manipulator. With all that intellect that they have, that they possess, they're going to manipulate you with the intellect. That's evil. They are not only manipulating you with evil, they are completely know exactly what they're doing. They're doing it with intelligence. They are thinking about it, right? Thinking about how they're going to do things. Thinking about how they're going to manipulate you. It wasn't just something that just came out of their mouth. No. This was all pre-organized, right? Yeah. Okay, so they're pre-organizers. So if they're in crime, you know it was pre-organized, okay? because they took a lot of thought into what they were going to do. They just didn't just spew it out, right? Okay, so yes, that is the dark side of Scorpio. So everybody beware about that. They know what they're doing, okay? And with intent. Okay, so next we have going straight to Cancer, talking about arachnids in the water. So let's go over here. We have the dark side is from this loving, gentle, oh so gentle Cancer. They seem fearless. They just run around, do what they do. But the dark side of them is cowardly. They become cowards. Okay? So when you meet someone who's a coward, and Cancer is showing this cowardly side and they run and hide to the shell, just be forewarned, it's not over. Because from a distance, they're going to watch you be miserable and enjoy it and smile like the Joker from Batman. Yeah, that's evil. Okay, super evil. Watching you suffer while they laugh. Okay, they love that. They love it because it makes them feel good. Because they're so hurt, they know they can't do anything about it, so the best thing they can do is watch you suffer in silence, or maybe even loudly, while they laugh and enjoy themselves. I hope we never run into these people. Okay? We don't want the dark side of people. It's kind of like running into the nemesis of ourselves. Oh, really, really bad, right? Okay, and then we haven't even hit the worst. Here we go, right? Oh, it's like every one of these signs has somebody who's worse. We thought, okay, well, Scorpio seems pretty bad. They're preoccupied with teaching, about what they're going to do to us and how they're going to manipulate the situation. What about the Pisces? I mean, has anybody ever met the dark side of Pisces? The dark side is that I'm not going to work my butt off and do all the things that, most Pisces do. Workaholic, let's do this and let's do that. No. This is the super lazy, lack of responsibility. I don't want to do anything. I think everything should just go with the flow and everything's going to go just fine. And then I'm going to lie about it because it makes me look better. It makes me look like I did something. And, and then my ego is going to be super high, so don't tell me that I didn't do something, that I was lazy, because, I don't really give a crap anyways, but I do want you to believe that I am still Superman. Nothing could ever go wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, and then I'm going to have this mood swing, and then I'm going to go into my dark world under the water. But remember, this is not the dark world under the water where we all want to just go and swim into mermaids, because in this place, this has a do not disturb sign on it. This place is the kingdom of sharks and anything that can hurt you. And it's pretty much this way. Pisces is going to be very hurt and be very, very snappy. So when they do, they're going to snap at you and then try to take you down and drown you into the water. So I always have a beware sign on this one because, they're no longer just a fish, they're the shark, and sharks bite. And when they really want to be left alone, I say just leave them alone in this case. Okay, because otherwise they just really get really ugly. And it just seems to me that all these signs are really, this is the ugly side of people. And like I said, not everybody shows these signs, okay? Not everybody goes there. Okay, so this is more of a video of beware. Okay, so going straight to earth signs over here, I'm gonna do my sign last. Okay, and I've got all these out, and let's see where we're going. I think we should go to Capricorn first. I don't know. Well, what's the difference, right? Okay, ready? Dark side is the insecurities they possess. Well, it's kind of interesting because Cap usually seems like they got their crap together. They're pretty secure people. They're usually on top of the world, grounded, doing their thing. So of course, the negative part of them would be the opposite of that, which is super insecure. When they do become super insecure, you have to be careful of these insecurities, because then they have problems on their dark side of exaggerating things. They might even be exaggerating to get their point across, making situations worse than it ever was. Their attitude can go from super light to happy to super dark and extreme darkness, right? This darkness, though, the problem is not only does it engulf them, but it starts to engulf everyone around them, because they're just putting off this really negative energy of emotions of everybody hates me, right? It becomes very dark, and you hate me, and you're like, no, I love you, and you're like, no, and so we see why they might be the devil sign. Okay, because like we see the devil card and we're just like, oh my God, and then we see Capricorn on this dark side and we're like, oh my God, so they might even be, talking to you like, I am the devil, type thing. Very scary. And this, though, becomes so dark for them that they start wearing masks. They start showing that they're fake. They're super fake, right? And of course, all this darkness, from one point, you might just say, this is, you're on your dark side, you're just acting fake. But however it is, they're not keeping it real with anybody that they're around. Problem is that this fakeness of darkness that they're doing, the reason that they're doing it, you guys, isn't 100% of, I know who you are, and this is not really you. No, it's to cover their tracks or something, because they're lying, they're cheating, they're doing horrible devil activity. Yes, and they are very, very good at covering their tracks. Okay, everything is premeditative. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how to cover their tracks. They do not want any tracks uncovered. They probably could hang out with Scorpio, and that'd be really, really bad. And yeah, okay, so yeah, two premeditative people going on over here. But yes, and that is exactly where the fakeness is coming from, and why they're wearing a fake mask, is because they do not want you to know all the things that they've been doing, okay? Whether it's gossiping, lying, cheating, like I said, okay, it's bad. Okay, so that's the dark side of Capricorn. Getting into the dark side of Virgo, this one's not as bad. I've actually ran into somebody like this, so. Okay, so we have Virgo, the perfectionist. That's natural. They're always going to be. But how about the person who's so OCD, dude, that just like, don't walk on that. I just touched that. I just cleaned that. I just did a touch up on that. I just fixed this. I did this. I did that, right? And it's like, whoa. Okay, it's so over intense that it pushes people away from them. It's like, I'm sorry, I will never come to your house again because I did not mean to walk through the door. Okay. All right. So the dark side of Virgo is they can do no wrong. They are perfect. You are not perfect. They are perfect. Remember that. You are not perfect. They are perfect. There cannot be another perfect person on this planet as long as they are perfect. They do not give second chances to people when they're in this mode, because this perfection is so intense for them. They pretty much are in the mode of, when I meet someone, if I do not like them, I don't care if I know them, I might not like the color of their lipstick, I might not like the color of their eyes, maybe this, that, this or the other. I do not like them. I don't care what you say. I am judging you by the way you painted your nails. It doesn't matter to Virgo. There is an inflexibility of the reason that they don't like you. It could be the tone of your voice. But there is no second chance. You could say, well, you don't even know them. They're really, really nice. Won't you give them a second? I don't like them. I don't want anything to do with them. Okay, and that's going to be the way it is. This person, when they're in the dark side as well, will find any small flaw that is wrong with you. Remember, they are flawless. So They're angels. So you must be an angel too, because if I find a flaw in you, we cannot be friends, and it is unforgivable. And like I said, I've actually met someone like this. So this is, yeah, it's crazy. And you out there somewhere have probably met this person as well. And in fact, someone out there has met all of these people. Okay, it's one way or another. Okay, so that is crazy. Okay, dark sides. Okay, and last is Taurus. And I just have to say, when I wrote this down, I was sitting here thinking, I am so glad I do not have any of these except for just my normal stubbornness. You know, yeah, if I get riled up, I'm not going to back down. You know, I mean, this is just normal. But then you start getting the dark side, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God. Dangerous people over here. Dangerous to other people's feelings and habitats. Okay, so here we go. Taurus, ready. Known for your stubbornness out of every sign on the planet, right? Doesn't matter. We are stubborn. Okay. But on the dark side, there is a perseverance over here, you guys, that can be so overpowering that once they put their foot down for whatever it is that they believe in, okay, the argument, you will never win. Okay? And they're not going to back down. You are not right. They are right. And you are wrong. Wow, that doesn't leave much room for debate or anything. That's just my way or the highway. There will be no pushing and no shoving on the Taurus because they're going to stand firm. So they're not going to come towards you. They're just going to stand. Okay? And this is a problem because this becomes a controlling belief and also a control issue. So if you're always with them, this becomes the control, the over-control. The over-control of nothing ever is going to change except for the way it is now. Okay, and that's the thing about Taurus too, we don't like change. So it becomes so controlling that now you have no belief system, you have no say, you have no opinion, and everything's going my way and that's it. Don't ask me. And you know it's probably moving really slow. So, okay, friends, and that was it for you, and I hope that you enjoyed that, and until next time, and that was your Halloween special bonus, and happy Halloween, everyone. Bye-bye.